is going to have a great opportunity in this game.
Off play action. Thrown for a first down, but a flag is down. Demaryius Thomas makes the catch. Bill Vinovich, the ref.
Offense number 73. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Working out pretty well.
From the 25-yard line, Simeon throws, caught on a slant, gain of 8. Thomas makes the catch. First down, off the fake. That is caught. That's Thomas, and he'll take that ball for a first down to the 47-yard line. The rookie linebacker Munson makes the stop.
Demaryius Thomas on the outside working against the best for the New York Giants and Janoris Jenkins. And maybe this is what gets Thomas going. He is a huge man, 5 straight years now, over 1,000 yards. And for Trevor Siemian, that little play actions if you're running on first down.
And that is caught. Nice grab at the 50-yard line, and the ball comes out. It's a live ball, and Collins is going to wind up with it.
After reviewing the play, the runner was down by contact. Denver's ball, 3rd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
All right, so to clear it up, there was no whistle blown. It was ruled a turnover because the Giants wound up with the ball, but all turnovers are reviewed, so there's no challenge involved here. And it was ruled down by contact. You saw the forearm hit as the ball came out. So Denver maintains possession, as is explained to Vance Joseph. He's happy with it. 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, you don't have to explain nearly as long to the coach that got the favorable ruling.
Yeah, guys got it right. Yeah. C.J. Anderson in the backfield. He stays in the block. Simeon throws, and now you've got contact, and 2 flags come in, and that's pretty clear that Janoris Jenkins took Demaryius Thomas out of the play.
Well, tangled feet, not a foul, so there had to have been something more than that. But it's sort of interesting that Janoris Jenkins is the one getting attacked here.
Best interference. Defense number 25. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
Let's see if he grabs the hip here on the outside.
Well, there is no number 25. He meant 20.
Wow, I didn't see a whole lot.
No, not really.
I guess they're going to say that little thing caused the stumble, but
8th play of the drive. Simeon stays in the pocket, fires, intercepted at the 15-yard line. That's Landon Collins, and he takes the ball back to the 35.
Just one of those Tampa 2 defenses. You'll see he's playing half the field with B.J. Goodson running down the middle. The cut inside, and it wasn't exactly what they thought Demaryius Thomas was going to do. Overthrew it. Easy interception that time, sitting back in the zone for Landon Collins.
4-man rush. Caught on a slant. Thomas takes the ball to midfield, where it'll be 3rd down, and let's call it 9. 3rd and 9 is Simeon. That's good protection. Goes deep downfield into traffic, and it's caught at the 10-yard line. Thomas was bracketed. Thompson and Jenkins are both there, and he comes up with a big grab for 40 yards.
Just a great route that time by Demaryius Thomas. Watch him sell it inside and then get back on the good side. That's called stacking the defensive back. So you get in front of him, and he literally cannot get around you. Then you get that big body going up and making the leaping catch. This is about as much action as Janoris Jenkins has seen maybe in the past couple of years. Nobody goes after him, and yet so far in this one, Demaryius Thomas has been big.
And he's caught 6 with a first down and goal now, and a timeout is taken by the Broncos. 4:38 left in the half. Talking about Jackrabbit, as he likes to be called, Jenkins, against the #1 receiver, Des Bryant. Only 2 completions when they beat Dallas against Jeffrey in the Philadelphia game. He only caught 1. Mike Evans, the great Tampa Bay wideout, he only caught 1 for 14 yards. And then Keenan Allen last week for the Chargers caught 2. So Jenkins, tough obviously, but a guy they're going at tonight.
They are definitely attacking him. Look at those numbers. That's pretty amazing. And really, when you look at these defensive backs, it has been Eli Apple who has struggled this season, and yet he's held up very well on the other side with Emmanuel Sanders.
And again, Rogers Cromartie suspended. First and goal. Play action, throws too high, incomplete. Went for Thomas again in the end zone. Second down and goal.
Playing off. Clearly here comes the slant, counting on this linebacker to run underneath any slant. And pretty nice job there. Couldn't see exactly who it was dropping out. I think that was Keenan Robinson who got his hands on the ball.
Atlanta, New England next week. This drive begins with Simeon throwing over the middle. That is caught, and that's Thomas who's going to take it for a 25-yard gain. Out to the lines up to go for it on a 4th and 5 at the 45-yard line.
And Demaryius Thomas back in.
Hey, here we go. Easy, easy. Hey, prison trace. Prison trace. Hey, prison trace. 57.
Off the fake, and it's Thomas who not only comes back in the game, but then he fumbles. He had the first down. Is it Apple who comes up with the ball? Now the ball is loose, but the play is dead at that point. And let's see what they are going to rule. He had the first down.
Jackrabbits killing him.
And they've given it to the Giants, so it'll be reviewed, and it's Janoris Jenkins who is able to get the ball out. So Thomas will make the catch, who will get the first down. Clearly the play's still alive. Does the ball come out before he's on the ground? It appears to, and Apple, with Jenkins stripping it, Apple gets the recovery.
You know, you just can't play any better than what Janoris Jenkins has done over the past quarter or so. He was getting picked on a little bit. Demaryius Thomas was getting the better of the battle. And boy, has that pendulum swung the other way. Janoris Jenkins with the pick six, and then on 4th down, strips that ball out from Demaryius Thomas.
And that will stand because Vinovich didn't even have to come over to look at the tablet. 3 Denver. Simeon deep downfield, and he goes for Thomas, and he makes the grab amongst a bevy of white shirts, but now he is limping off again.
Yeah, Demaryius Thomas, you can tell, is just not quite right, and yet he is still fighting, making those tough catches in traffic. Big, strong hands. No wonder he's got 5 straight years of 1,000 yards or more.
9 catches tonight in triple figures.
Go again on 4th.
3rd and 10. And he throws that one halfway away, but the good news is that Thomas is back in the game.
Boy, they had it. They had their first down. A.J. Derby was absolutely going to be wide open. They send the blitz right there, and they just couldn't get B.J. Goodson out there soon enough. And Simeon saw the blitz that side so many times. You hear him.
Simeon running around, launches one into traffic, and a flag. So Demaryius Thomas was covered. Jenkins is there, and on a 4th and 15, they're going to get a big first down. In fact, you have 3 flags. There might be a couple of fouls here for whatever took place afterwards.
What a great, thoughtful play by Demaryius Thomas. Understood the situation perfectly. Guy running right at you, not looking back at the ball, jump right into him, automatic foul.
Pass interference. Defense number 20. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
That's a wide receiver that really understands the game. Brilliantly done.
And yet 3 officials making the same call. This one there's no appeal. 36-yard penalty. Keeps the drive alive, keeps the 5-yard passing night as is possible, and that is the end of the game in a stunner. I mean, with a capital S. The Giants win the game by a score of 23-10.